Vegas Gunners. Read the shirt. I'm not arguing. I do have a gun on me. And I'm going to explain to you why that's right and the government is wrong. How's it going, guys? So, Anthony with Vegas Gunners here. Still hearing a lot about this Second Amendment repeal, and, you know, they want stricter legislation for us and all of this, you know, and I get it, you know, everybody just saw a bunch of, you know, kids and teachers getting shot at a school. You know, I'm from Vegas, and, you know, about 6 months ago here, we had a mass shooting by a crazy person who had a ton of guns and a ton of ammo that he shouldn't have had, and even some bump stocks and different things that, you know, may or may not be covered under this Second Amendment right here. But at the end of the day, the Second Amendment is our right. It's our ability to defend ourselves against a tyrannical government. And I think that, you know, that's obvious. I mean, I'm a gun supporter, I'm a gun carrier, but you know what else I carry? Less than lethal options. I have options to subdue a threat without killing them. So I'm fully aware of the fact that when I use my gun, I'm responsible for why and what happens after the fact. So, I mean, ultimately, you know, I think most gun owners who carry, a lot of gun owners don't even carry firearms. They don't even keep their firearms on them. They keep them at home. They shoot for sport. They shoot for fun. They shoot skeet. They like to go out and just blow off some steam by blowing up some clays, you know, and I'm down with that, and I love that. It's one of my favorite things to do, is watch Nicky Thumbs try to blow up clays and miss every time. But, you know, it's not what we're here for today, okay, guys? Today I'm coming to you with cold, hard facts. I've got facts straight off the Google. So if anybody's wondering and you want to fact check me, go ahead, because Google is pretty accurate. I mean, they basically put out good information. So I went ahead and I did a little bit of research. How many gun deaths per year in America? It's about 33,600 gun deaths, gun-related injuries deaths. So I'm going to assume that that includes mass shootings. 33,000, okay. It's a notable number. It's a pretty high number. It is. So you know what else is a high number? How many alcohol-related deaths are there each year? Right up there with it. 31,000 alcohol-related deaths per year due to alcohol, whether it be drunk driving, hit by drunk driver, etc. Alcohol poisoning, cirrhosis of the liver. You know, you've got all of these different things, but alcohol has never been in question. We had here in Las Vegas, I want to say it was about a decade ago, it's been a while, just crazy, horrible drunk accident. Person took several lives. I can't think, I should have researched the data on that a little bit more before I jumped on here. But that's an alcohol-related death. And alcohol is 100% legal, and nobody's talking about taking it away. And we have the same number of deaths coming out of gun use and gun misuse as we have coming out of alcohol use, which is 100% legal. Nobody's arguing, oh, we should take away alcohol because the kids are dying, in record numbers in colleges because they're being forced to drink inside of these, you know, fraternities and sororities, and they're pledging and they're getting the hazing, and the hazing involves chugging copious amounts of alcohol, even to the point where you might die. But that's what it takes to be a part of one of these fraternities, you know, and you got to do what you got to do. And kids die all the time from alcohol, okay? So I really don't see how there's no room to discuss this. Everybody wants to talk and focus about guns, and 17 people got shot by guns. in a school. Well, how many kids have died at a school or on a school campus due to alcohol? I mean, I would assure you, I can almost put my whole life savings on it, that number is higher than the number of people who are dying from guns. People dying on school campuses due to alcohol are much higher than the kids dying from guns on school campuses. Do you see a problem here? And, you know, I haven't even touched on the big one yet. Everybody just talks and talks and talks. And, oh, guns are bad and guns kill kids and save the kids and do this for the kids. Kids, listen to me. Until you're in an alley, on a dark street corner, you're walking through an alleyway on your way home from work or from the club or from school. I've been in New York City. I've ridden the subway late at night. And I can tell you, maybe once you've left your little parents' safety net and you're outside in the real world by yourself and you realize that dangers exist all around you, then you can understand why we need to carry our guns. And that's not even counting the government taking over and taking our rights away from us like they have done in the UK. I mean, for example, here's a couple different factoids. Last month, March 2018, London has a ban on all firearms and knives. Not just guns, but knives as well. Police don't even carry guns in London, which surprises me. They have certain cops who have guns, and the rest of the street, the billy cops or whatever, they don't carry guns, which, you know, makes sense. If the people don't have guns, you don't have guns. But if there are guns involved, then the response team comes in. London, March 2018, beat New York City in murders. The number of murders that occurred in London last month was higher than the number of murders that occurred in one of the largest overpopulated cities of our country, where they do have guns and they do have knives. More murders in London, an anti-weapon area of the UK. Okay? Just a thought. Just a thought there. Now let's get down to brass tacks here. So, the big killer of the American people, the one that's been legal forever, marketed to your children, for your children, around schools. Here in Las Vegas, almost every school has a smoke shop or two within range. 480,000 annual deaths due to cigarette-related illness, disease, etc. 480,000 deaths a year from cigarettes, compared to 34,000 deaths a year with guns. And you want to fight us about guns? Why don't you focus on facts that matter? Take down this big business, this big corporation that owns the government. You think NRA owns the government? NRA is only a couple million people compared to this. 480,000 deaths annually to cigarettes. Oh, I wish I had mine on me because I smoke too, and it sucks. I wish I could quit. I've tried so many times, and it's the most addictive, hardest, terrible habit that a person could adopt. And you want to talk to me about my guns? You want to take my guns? But you're okay. This is for you liberals. This is for all you people out there who think, repeal the Second Amendment. Let me tell you something. You're never going to repeal the Second Amendment. We have more guns than you. We have more ammo than you. And I'm going to put a thought out there. This isn't trying to spark the next civil war, but if it came down to it, your military is going to come up short. You're going to end up losing half of your people who are pro-gun. You're going to take away half of your people out of the fight by what you're fighting for. They're going to say, you want us to go strip civilians of their firearms? No, we're out. And they'll go AWOL. Or even if they don't go AWOL, they're going to refuse to serve in this manner. They're not going to do this. And if they do go AWOL, then they're going to join our side. And they're going to be on our team. So we're going to have some trained military personnel beyond what we already have. We're going to have the 100 million gun owners in the U.S. already, we're going to have 200 million guns out there. And you're going to come and take them? You're not going to take them.